Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm here for another extreme grocery budget challenge, but this time at Aldi. So I'm gonna try to keep everything under $30, and this video is gonna be very different from the last one. It's gonna be a totally different meals. It's going to be packed with protein and vegetables, so stay tuned. I'm going to take you along with me to some of the shopping at Aldi, and then I will share the recipes with you. I'm picking up 3 bunches of parsley for 89 cents each. A pack of green onions for 79 cents. A pack of pita bread for $2.69. Beef smoked sausage for $2.89. Chorizo for $1.29. 5 tomatoes for 89 cents a pound. A pound of penne pasta for 99 cents. 2 pounds of long grain white rice for $1.69. A dozen eggs for $1.99. And there was a broken egg in this one, so I'm getting another one. That's why we should always check our eggs at the store. I also wanted a pound of ground beef, but they're $6.19. So I found these for $3.99. They're hamburger patties, but they will work just fine because it's still a pound of ground beef. I grabbed 2 packs of frozen cut green beans for $1.09 each. So this is what I got: 3 bunches of parsley, a pack of green onions, a pack of green bell peppers, a pack of zucchini, 5 tomatoes, 1 pack of pita bread, 3 onions, beef smoked sausage, chorizo, a pound of ground beef, a dozen eggs, 2 packs of frozen green beans, 2 pounds of white rice, a pound of penne pasta, pasta sauce, and tomato paste. So I'm done shopping now, and this is my total, $30.02. So right on point, $30. So the first meal in this challenge is egg and vegetable bake. So I have here a dozen of eggs. I'm gonna start off by using 8 of them and then see if I need more. I might use up to 12, we'll see. I got 3 bunches of parsleys. I'm gonna use 2 bunches of parsley. I'm using 1 of these 3 green bell peppers. The other 2 I'm gonna use in other recipes. I'm also using 2 zucchinis, and the other zucchini is gonna be used in another recipe. I'm using about 3 green onions, and I'm using 1 of the onions I got, which I forgot to put here. And I'm serving this with pita bread. Now for my pantry, I'm gonna use 2 tablespoons of flour and a teaspoon of baking powder. I'm also going to use salt, cumin, and Aleppo pepper, and of course oil. Now feel free to adjust it the way you want. You can also use whatever seasoning you have on hand, but this is going to be the base. Again, I'm using a large onion. So here's the onion I'm using. I had gotten 3 onions. I'm using 1 of them in this recipe. I'm I'm peeling and chopping the zucchinis into small pieces. I'm chopping up the 2 bunches of parsley. Also chopping the green bell pepper into small pieces. I'm also chopping the onion. And the green onions. I put all the chopped vegetables in a big bowl. Now I'm cracking the eggs and I'm gonna add them to the bowl after I whisk them. I'm mixing everything together and looks like I need more eggs, so I'm gonna crack the 4 remaining eggs too. I'm mixing it all together. I'm adding 2 tablespoons of flour and 1 teaspoon of baking powder. I'm also adding salt, cumin, and Aleppo pepper. I'm mixing everything together again. I'm spraying my casserole with avocado oil and I'm gonna add the egg mixture. I'm gonna put this in the oven and cook it on 350 degrees for about 40 minutes. And here's my egg bake fresh out of the oven. We're having this with the pita bread that we got, and when I served this to my husband, he asked me how he's supposed to eat it, so I figured I will show you guys too. So you just put a piece in the pita bread and you eat it. So today is the second day of our grocery challenge. I'm using the 1 pound of ground beef that I got, and I'm not gonna leave this as patties. You'll see what I'm gonna do with it. I'm using the 1 bunch of parsley, half of this onion, and this rice is going into 3 recipes, so I'm gonna use about 1/3 today. From my spice cabinet, I'm using salt, pepper, 7 spices, and Aleppo pepper, and that's it. I forgot to tell you, I'm also using 1 of the bell peppers, so I still have 1 because it comes in a pack of 3, and I'm using 2 of the 5 tomatoes I got. I'm chopping half of an onion into small pieces. Also chopping the remaining 1 bunch of parsley. I'm putting the meat in the casserole. I'm seasoning the meat with salt, pepper, 7 spices, and Aleppo pepper. Now I'm adding the chopped onion and parsley, and I'm gonna combine everything together. You have to do this with your hands, there's no other way, but I don't like to touch raw meat, so I'm wearing gloves. So I flattened the meat out in the casserole. Now I'm chopping the 2 onions and 1 green bell pepper, and I'm gonna put these on top of the meat. I'm seasoning the tomatoes and bell peppers with salt, pepper, and Aleppo pepper. I'm gonna cook this in the oven on 350 degrees for 35 minutes. Here it is, fresh out of the oven. I also cooked the rice on the stove. You can cook it in a rice cooker, an instant pot, whatever you want. Here's my husband's plate of food. So today is the third day of our budget challenge, and I am making sausage, peppers, and onions. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna chop up everything and put it in the oven, and I'm gonna also cook half of this rice, and I'm just gonna serve them as like rice balls. I'm chopping my peppers and onion. I'm also chopping the smoked sausage into half moons. I added everything to my sheet pan. Now I'm adding some olive oil, and I'm gonna season this with salt, paprika, pepper, and garlic powder. I'm mixing everything together, and then I'm gonna cook this in the oven on 400 degrees for 25 minutes. And here it is, fresh out of the oven. I also cooked some rice on the stove, and we had these as rice balls. And here's my plate of food. Today is the fourth day of our extreme grocery budget challenge, and I am using the 1 pound pasta that I got, using the chorizo that I got, the pasta sauce, and the remaining one zucchini. Also, I'm gonna use some of the white parts of this onion, the green onion, because I didn't buy onion for this recipe. I still have half an onion, but I'm gonna use it in the last recipe. So we're making a pasta dish today. So while my pasta water is boiling, I wanted to let you guys know that I'm making 24 individual meals for $30, which brings one meal to $1.25. Also, Prime Day is coming up, so if you guys want to shop for kitchen equipment, pots and pans, I know last year I bought my pots and pans on Prime Day and it was a steal. I will link my favorite kitchen equipment in the description for you guys. So if some of them are on sale for Prime Day, you can take advantage of that, but only buy what you need if you really need it. If you don't need it, don't buy it. I'm cooking the pasta according to the package instructions. While the pasta is cooking, I'm chopping the zucchini and onions. I reserved some of the pasta water. I'm adding some olive oil to the pot and then adding the chorizo. Now that the chorizo is cooked through, I am adding the zucchini and onions. I'm gonna cook these for a few minutes until the zucchini is softer. Now I'm adding the pasta sauce and that reserved pasta water. After the sauce was heated through, I tasted it for seasoning and then I added salt and pepper. The chorizo is very flavorful, so you don't need to add a lot of seasoning. I added the pasta back in and this was so delicious. I would have never thought of making this if I wasn't doing an extreme budget challenge, but this was a great surprise. That's why I like these challenges, because I get very creative. Here's my plate of food. So today is the last day of our extreme grocery budget challenge, and I am using the 2 bags of green beans that I got, the remaining 3 tomatoes, the remaining half of an onion, about a teaspoon or so of the tomato paste that I got, and the remaining rice. So I'll show you what I'm gonna make. I'm chopping half an onion and the 3 tomatoes. I'm heating up some olive oil in my pot, and then I'm gonna add the onion. I'm gonna cook the onions for a couple of minutes until they get softer. Now I'm adding the 2 bags of frozen cut green beans. And I'm gonna cook these together for about 3 to 4 minutes, or until the green beans are no longer frozen. I had a little bit of tomato paste in the fridge, so I didn't open the new can. So I'm adding about a teaspoon of tomato paste to this and mixing it all together. Now I'm adding the chopped tomatoes and I'm gonna cook this together for about 5 to 7 minutes. I'm adding a small bottle of water. I just want everything to be immersed in the water. Now I'm adding the seasoning, which is salt, pepper, 7 spices, and Aleppo pepper. After mixing everything together, I'm gonna bring it to a boil. Now that it's boiling, I'm gonna cover it, bring the heat down to low, and cook it for about 30 minutes. Here it is, after 30 minutes, it's done cooking. I cooked the rest of the rice on the stove, and here's my plate of food. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, please subscribe, hit that notification button, and give me a thumbs up. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!